everybody, welcome back. Taking a look at some basic instincts. We have the StudioCanal release. This came out a few years ago. And we have the Lionsgate release. And I think this came out like last year, something like that. I would be selling this release and keeping this one. And I figured before I sold this one, I would do this video. So let's put this one aside for now. I'll just put this over here. Take a look at the StudioCanal release. So I do have the J card for this one, which is good because I want to sell it. And we'll go ahead and remove that so you can see the steelbook. This does have some information on the back. However, it is in German, and I can't read German. So we'll put this aside as well. This is a little dusty. Looks like there's a scuff there. A scratch, perhaps? What's going on here? That doesn't seem right to me. Oh no, it's just dirt. Okay, well, it's a little dirty. And this has like a debossing, like a puncture. You can kind of see that in the camera, I think, right? Yeah, you can see that for sure. A little bit of a spot gloss here, so pretty cool looking steelbook. This is a polymer woven film, in case you weren't aware of that. We have the spine, which is not upside down. This is proper for the import, but take a look at the spine this way. And then we have the back, which is in English: a brutal murder, a brilliant killer, a cop who can't resist the danger. And we have the ice pick. The ice pick has a little bit of a gloss shine to it as well. I do a little nick here, and I think there's a little nick somewhere on the front as well. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but if I were to sell this, I'm sure the buyer would see it and send me an irritating email or something. So let's open this up. This is a 3-disc edition, but if you don't have a region-free player, the only disc that's useful would be the 4K disc that you see here. These two are region-locked, which is a bit of a bummer because all the special features are on the bonus disc. So you're really just getting the movie. If you were to get this edition, this must be like the interrogation scene. Is this easy to get out? That's not too bad. Okay, so we'll see if we can get the full image here. I'm struggling. There we go. There's Sharon. Looking good, Sharon. Yeah, so we'll put these back. What do we got here? We got the 4K, so I'll put the Blu-ray back in here. And I'll put this over here. And I'll put this back here. Okay, very good. So we'll take this and we'll put this over here now. Need to get this on Facebook Marketplace to start, and if that doesn't work, eBay, I guess, but we'll see. And we got a Lionsgate release. So this is out of print, and like the steelbook is out of print technically. I'm sure you could find it new on Amazon. I don't even know. Maybe that's not true. I'm not too sure. But StudioCanal does have like their standard vanilla release that's readily available. You can buy that pretty easily. Lionsgate, however, doesn't. They just have the steelbook release, which is out of print and sold out. So pretty lame. I don't understand why they haven't put out like a standard release. Maybe they will eventually, but I don't think they have for any of their steelbook editions. So I don't really like the idea of limiting a release like that, because some may start buying movies today and they want to pick up Basic Instinct, then their option would be to import it, or that's it, or go to eBay, I guess, and pay a flipper's price for this. So this has a sleeve which I think transforms the art a little bit. Is that true? Yeah, I guess so. So there we go. And this was just some speck here is on the inside of the sleeve. Thank goodness. I thought that actually was a scratch or something. I was going to say, I just got those. And then, well, okay, let's go ahead and we'll put this over here. Well, let's put this back in here. Now I can more easily read the back. And can you see that at all? Jeez, my skin's really dry. It's been so cold this winter. I know it's winter, and I'm in Canada, so nothing unusual about being cold, but it was like a really cold December, and I need some, self-care or something. So, you can kind of see that, right? I guess that light's a little annoying. I'll leave it like this. So, Basic Instinct, featuring Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone, is the edgy erotic thriller that shocked audiences in 1992, now cutting deeper than ever in razor-sharp 4K. Douglas plays Nick Curran, a detective with a drinking problem and a soft spot for beautiful women. It's relatable, soft spot there. Stone is Catherine Tramwell, a sexy crime novelist whose latest book's plot seems to be playing out in real life when a rock star is murdered with an ice pick. As he investigates the murder, Curran's suspicions about Tramwell and desire for her spiral into a vortex of guilt, passion, and destruction, leading to one of filmdom's most unforgettable twists. I don't really remember this movie having a twist ending. Does it have a twist? I haven't. I saw this movie in high school, and I didn't see it for the longest time. I never picked it up on Blu-ray, and then when the 4K came out, the aforementioned StudioCanal one we just looked at, I watched it, and I greatly enjoyed it. And I actually haven't watched this version, so I've only seen the movie twice, and I want to sell that copy, as I mentioned. So I figured, well, I'll do the video before I sell it, and I'll watch this probably during Romantic Movie Month, which is approaching quickly. It's January 15th, maybe the 14th. I don't know. It's like mid-January-ish right now. And as we all know, February is Romantic Movie Month. So probably we'll get a watch then. If not, maybe sooner. We'll see. But anyways, back to the steelbook. So we have Sharon here in the iconic interrogation scene, as we saw in the interior art on the StudioCanal release. We have the back of the steelbook. Oh, very smoky, little smoldering heat here. So people seem to be smoking butts more. I've noticed that amongst like 20-year-olds, 20-ish, 20, 30. It's like, I used to smoke, I get it, but I'm kind of surprised in a way. But anyways, so open this up, which I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. And let's take a look at that as like one continuous image. It kind of is. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. There we go. Got that light that's annoying. That's not too bad. And we'll check out the interior here. And this is also 3 discs. Is the interior art the same? I do not know. So, no, it is not. So we have different art here on the interior. It's kind of hard to do this with 2 hands, all these 3 discs. We're juggling discs here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's fine, you know. Could be a little more interesting, but it's the inside art, and this would probably be one of the few times I ever take an extended look at it. So we have the bonus feature disc, and we have the Blu-ray disc, and then we have the 4K disc over here. I'll put this back in, so struggling here. Okay, and we'll shut this. Let's put this back in the slip. I kind of like these slips because they protect the steelbook case. I guess if you were really concerned about it, you'd have a slip with a slip. Heard you like slips, and I clearly don't do that, but this does add a nice layer of protection because those steelbooks scratch so freaking easily. It can get a little annoying, especially the prices they go for nowadays. It's a bit absurd. So why did I pick this up twice? So I'll put this over here again, put them next to each other. This has more of a kind of a tracing sound. Back to back there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, why did I get this again? So for one, I really like the movie, but that's not usually enough for me to buy the movie twice, just for different packaging. The main reason why is that this version comes with the original audio, so they were able to lift the original audio from the Laserdisc release, and I remember being a little underwhelmed by the 5.1 track on this. So for most people, I would say majority of people, that's a pretty minor reason, but I have a little home theater here, and audio goes a long way. It can be easily more impactful than the image at times. So I was really interested in hearing the original theatrical audio, presumably the original theatrical audio that they pulled from a Laserdisc. I did not see this in the theater. I did see it again in high school, so as a teenager. It was a very exciting movie, but I did not see this in the theater. And the transfer, I believe, is the same. So StudioCanal, I'm pretty sure they handled the restoration, or I don't know who they contracted out to do it, but it was their restoration, and that's the same one that you see here in the Lionsgate release. But it's my understanding that the encode is a little bit better in this release. So nothing wrong with this release at all. When I got it, I was thought it was just fine. I thought the packaging was really cool, but yeah, there was enough here for me to double dip, and the fact I'll be selling this and probably getting pretty close to what I got, pretty close in resale value. This one, for me to buy this one, it probably cost me like $10 to upgrade. So not too bad. If this was like a standard release, I would get like, $8 to $10 for it. I don't know if I would make the upgrade, but I should be able to get enough for this one, with it being pretty hard to get here in Canada, all things considered. So the movie's great, as mentioned. It's a really trashy film in an enjoyable way. I like Paul Verhoeven quite a bit. RoboCop and Total Recall, Starship Troopers, Basic Instinct, Showgirls, his recent work, like Black Book and Aloe, they're all really great as well. One movie that he's done that I think is a real misfire is the Kevin Bacon Invisible Man movie. I saw that in the theater and kind of left deeply confused. But other than that, he's a really strong filmography. So anyways, thanks for watching.